closing 19th September's trading session at $103.07, up 0.26%. Is the Google stock a buy at the current price? Sit tight as we go through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. Google has recently acquired Mandiant, a cybersecurity company, for $5.4 billion. This will help Google Cloud offer better and more secure services while giving Mandiant better brand authority. But a law firm is said to be preparing a lawsuit on behalf of publishers against Google in the Dutch and British courts. The total claimed amount in this lawsuit will be up to $25 billion and it's being filed over Google's online ad practices. Also, Google recently cancelled development of their PixelBook laptop, but despite all of these negative developments, Google continues to be one of the top companies in the world in terms of market cap and steady growth. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for Google, and as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, we'll get into the 5-minute chart. Now, right off the bat, as you guys can see here, we are currently trading at a price of $102.44. Right, we open in a gap down from our previous day closing at $103.87. Right, we went to a price of, what was this? We went to a price of $102.9 and now we are at a price of $102.5, which, as you guys can see, is somewhat of a double bottom over here with the price that we got to on 25th, 24th May. And I believe that we'll probably go down a bit before we go up again. And this is mainly because I believe that the stock is definitely bullish, but it has a rather slow bullish pattern. If we look at the previous candles as well, right, we have a constant habit on this chart of making some pullbacks, right, and staying in that same range before we get better movements. So I believe that this is somewhat of the same period. We're back to these, as you guys can see, we're back to these 2021 levels. And now I believe that the stock definitely can hit the price target that's being set by analysts at $140 by, next year's September. So that is pretty reasonable looking at the current price action, right? I believe that the stock will go down to somewhere around 90, 96, $95, get a rebound, test this as a resistance first, maybe fail once, right? Test this again, and then go up, get it as a support, test it again as a support, and then go up. Now, I could be wrong because double bottoms are usually a bit different in two scenarios. Since we already got some bearish news for the stock, I believe that it might be a bearish move, but in general, it does not right away mean a bearish move, right? As you guys can see, we were being resisted over here at these levels, 123.5, and then around 120, then around 116, and again around 112, $113. So I believe that the next resistance is over here where we got supported at $105. And after that, as you guys can see, we are currently hovering in this range. Now I believe that we'll probably, now this is the most likely outcome, we'll probably go down and then come up instead of simply going up from here. But even if we do, in the long term, it will look the same, right? And after crossing this, we will probably test this once again, right? And then cross it and then go up, right? My year-end target would probably be $112 or rather $115. So let me mark that as well. A $115 price target from here on would still mean like a 10% growth in worth 3 months. So that's still a pretty good growth. If we were to look at the long-term trend of the stock, we can clearly see that it is in a bullish pattern, right? We are still bullish. We did make some lower lows over here because we got inflated over here and then we pretty much deflated after the lockdown and stuff ended. And the negative reports have also been putting this effect on the stock. But as soon as we get a good earnings report, we'll probably boom up. And as you guys can see, the next earnings report is on November or rather 31st October. So that should get investors' hopes high, right? But it could turn into the other way and investors might start shorting the stock in hope for another negative report. But enough for the long term. Let's quickly get into the 1-hour chart and analyze some swing trades. As you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-hour chart and right here we can see that we got supported here at this level of, let me mark this, 114.5. That turned into a resistance And after that, we got resisted over here at 111.75. We got supported after that over here around 108, 108.5. The next support was here around 106.7. As you guys can see, right, we're now currently being supported by this level over here, somewhere around $102.5, right? The previous few candles state that this is a support zone. Now, if we look at these charts over here at 16th September and 19th September, we can clearly see that what's happening is that the market, as you can see, opened in a gap down, then the accumulation started, and the same pretty much happened over here, right? The market opened in a gap down and an accumulation might start over here since we've already broken below the $102.58 level, right? We probably touched the $102 level almost. Now, as you guys can see, we're currently being resisted by this range of 102.5, and it will continue to do so in my opinion, and we'll go down as I already told you guys. But if we were talking about a swing trade and potential levels, targets, and stop losses, my stop loss over here would probably be around $99.8, and my target would obviously be somewhere around the $108 range, the 108.25, $107.9, I'd say, right? So that gives us a trade of, let me see how much percentage, about a 2.5% stop loss and about a 5.3% advantage. So that's about a 1 to 1.9 ratio trade, I guess. That's a pretty good risk to reward ratio. But as you guys can see, we're again being resisted by that level, right? We're down to $102.36. But if we look at the bigger picture, if we go behind a bit, right, we go into the past, we can see that our movements were pretty much like this, right? The stock was going down, accumulation, down, accumulation. It was basically a bearish trend, but the intraday traders were definitely milking it out. Over here, we've been in a constant bearish trend up until 16th, and on 19th, we can see that the bulls did try to flip things over, but after that, we did kind of fail, I would say. But there is still hope once we rebound from this $101.8 level that we rebounded from on 16th as well. Now I believe that there's nothing much left in the 1 hour chart to analyze, so let's quickly get into the 5-minute chart. Now that we're in the 5-minute chart, we can see that we made some engulfing candles over here, right? The first one is, well, not exactly an engulfing candle because that would mean that we would start over here at 103.11, but this was somewhat of an engulfing candle and it started a bearish trend over here. This was pretty much an absolute engulfing candle, after which we did went down again, right? We did go down again. After that, there was one positive engulfing candle over here, but it turned negative soon after, right? We did break through this level. And after that, as you guys can see, we're currently going down. We did make another pretty much an engulfing candle over here. So I believe that the day is going to be bearish for the stock. As you guys can see, the entire market is bearish as well. So where do I see the stock standing by the end of the day? Now I believe that we will get resisted by this level, but it won't go down that much, right? It would probably get to the $101 range and take a rebound from there. We will probably test this resistance level again, and once we do, we'll probably get a rejection. And once that is done, we'll pretty much continue to hover in the $100 to $102 range. Once that is there, I'll probably, rate that as an accumulation zone in my opinion, because that would be a good accumulation zone for swing trades. And after that, the stock will probably get into the $102.6, $102.8 ranges on 21st September. But then again, remember that this all is building up to the earnings report, and it will probably lead to negative sentiment until October end. Now, if we look at the bigger picture in the 5-minute charts, we can clearly see that we did get a lot of big candles, right? We did get a lot of volume, so it was definitely not a fake breakout. Well, in a big company like Google, you possibly can't do a fake breakout. But over here, as you guys can see, we were still getting engulfing candles, right? Not exactly engulfing candles, but you get the point, right? We did get some inside candles. We did get some pin bar candles over here that all indicated a bearish trend, but we were still getting supported by this level at $102.47. After that, as you guys can see, we got somewhat of a constant bull run over here, and then it all led up to this rally that got us to the 103 or rather $104 level. And after that, As you guys can see, we fell down, and now the stock, it's pretty much ready for a bearish run, I would say. And even though you probably believe that, hey, it's gone down like by so much, why would it go down even more? Well, one reason is definitely the Fed rate hikes, but the other reason is probably just the price action. It all indicates that the stock will go down a bit more, right? We're getting a green candle. What this usually means is, well, a breather in the pullback, right? So that would still continue the pullback, right? It would still continue to go that way. As long as we break this level at 102.13, we will go down even further. But if we fail to break this at, let's say, the first try and the second try as well, then we'll probably go up. But I could be wrong, because then again, this is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion. So remember that you should always do your own research. And if you enjoyed my analysis anyways, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for more such videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.